Are at stage 2, page 71. 71. Okay, and our last headword was nobody, new word type of lesson. Okay, so
Okay.
let's start with revision. Okay, ready?
Okay. I'm ready.
Here we go. How much is half of 100? How much is half of 100? 50 is half
50 is a
of
half of a
100.
hundred.
Greg, how much is half of 13? How much is half of 13? Six
Six
and
and
a
a
half
half is
is
uh,
half of.
the half of 13.
Greg, are half of the people in your town men? Are half of the people in your town men? Yes, half
Yes,
of the
the people,
people
half of the people in
my
my town
town are.
are men.
Very good. Okay, next. Tell me his name. Tell me his name, please. He's Mr.
Name
Brown.
is He's Mr. Brown.
What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm telling
I'm
you.
telling you his name.
Very good. Tell me the name of the capital of Russia. Tell me the name of the capital of Russia, please. Moscow's
Moscow is
the
the
capital.
capital of Russia.
Very good. What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm telling
I'm
you
telling
the
you the
name
name
of
of
the
the
capital of
capital of
Russia.
Russia.
Very good. Are you Russian or Greek? Are you Russian or Greek? No, I'm not
No,
Russian
I'm not the Russian
or
and
Greek
Greek
or Greek.
or Greek.
I'm
I'm Japanese.
very good. Do you speak Greek? Do you speak Greek? No,
No, I
I don't.
don't speak Greek.
I speak.
I speak Japanese.
Very good. Which do you prefer, the cinema or television? Which do you prefer, the cinema or television? I
I
prefer.
prefer television to cinema.
Very good. Which do you prefer, tea or coffee? Which do you prefer, tea or coffee? I prefer
I prefer coffee to
to
tea.
tea. Very good. Which does she prefer, tea or coffee? Which does she prefer, tea or coffee? She
She prefer
prefers.
tea to coffee.
Very good. Do the English generally prefer coffee? Do the English generally prefer coffee? No. The
No,
English
the
don't
England
get the English.
don't prefer. Uh,
One more. No, the English don't
no, the
generally
English
prefer
not
coffee.
generally prefer
They
coffee.
generally prefer tea.
They generally prefer tea.
Very good. Are both my hands on the table? Are both my hands on the table? Yes.
Yes,
Both your
both
hands
your
are
hands
on
on
the
the table
table. Are on the table.
are on the table.
Are both these books closed? Are both these books closed? Yes.
Yes,
Both those books
both those books
are
are
closed.
closed.
Very good. Which is it right to say, both us or both of us? Which is it right to say, both us or both of us? It's right
Is
to
it
say.
right to say both of us?
Very good. Are both of us sitting? Are both of us sitting? Yes,
Yes,
both
both
of
of
us.
us are sitting.
Very good. Do both of them speak English? Do both of them speak English? Yes, both of
Yes,
them.
both of them speak English.
Very good. Are both of us speaking English? Are both of us speaking English? Yes, both
Yes,
of
both of
us
us
are.
are speaking English.
Very good. Are we both sitting? Are we both sitting? No, we aren't
No,
both
we
sitting.
are both sitting.
I'm sitting, but
I'm
you're
sitting
standing.
and you are standing.
Very good. What does the word hello mean in Japanese? What does the word hello mean in Japanese? The word hello
The
means.
word hello means konnichiwa in Japanese.
Very good. What does the word goodbye mean in Japanese? What does the word goodbye mean in Japanese? The
The
word
word
goodbye
goodbye
means
means
sayonara
sayonara
in
in
Japanese.
Japanese.
Very good. What do the words thank you mean in Japanese? What do the words thank you mean in Japanese? The
The
words
word thank
thank you
you
means
means arigato
arigato
in
in
Japanese.
Japanese. Very good. Okay. Which language are we speaking now? Which language are we speaking now? We are
We are
speaking
speaking English
now.
now.
Very good. Which language do you generally speak? Which language do you generally speak? I generally
I
I
generally speak Japanese.
very good. Which language does he generally speak? Which language does he generally speak? He generally
She generally
speaks.
speaks English.
Very good. Is Chinese a European language? Is Chinese a European language? No.
No, Chinese isn't a European language.
It's an
It's an Asian language.
very good Asian language.
Asian language.
Very good. Is Germany an Asian country? Is Germany an Asian country?
No, German isn't
An
Asian country. It's European country.
very good. Okay, next. What's the negative of I have? What's the negative of I have? The negative of I
The
have
negative of I
is I
have
have not.
is I have not.
I have not. Very good. What's the contraction of I have not? What's the contraction of I have not? The
The
contraction of I have
contraction
not
I have not
is
is I have.
very good. Have I got four arms? Have I got four arms? No,
No,
you haven't got
you haven't got four
four.
arms.
You've only got
You've only got two arms.
very good. Have you got two heads? Have you got two heads? No,
No, I've got
I haven't
I
got
haven't got two
two
heads.
heads. I've only
I've
got
only got one head.
very good. Has he only got one hand? Has he only got one hand? No,
No,
he
he
hasn't
hasn't
only got.
only got one hand.
He's got
He
two.
he's got two hands.
Very good. Has she got two noses? Has she got two noses? No,
No,
she
she
hasn't
haven't
got two noses.
got two noses.
She's only got
She only got one nose.
very good. Next, have we only got one mouth? Have we only got one mouth? No,
No,
we haven't
we
only
haven't
got
only got
one mouth.
one mouse.
We've got
We've got two mouses.
two mouths.
Two mouse.
Very good. Have they got 8 ears? Have they got 8 ears? No, they
No,
haven't got
they
eight
haven't got
ears.
8 ears.
They've only
They've
got
got only got
four
4 ears.
ears. Very good. Are your shoes the same as my shoes? Are your shoes the same as my shoes? No, my
No, your
shoes
shoes
aren't
aren't
the same
are
as
the
your
same
shoes.
as my shoes.
They're
Your shoes,
different from your
they're
shoes.
different from your shoes.
Very good. Are the French the same as the Russians? Are the French the same as the Russians? No.
The
The
French aren't
well,
the
the
same
answer first.
as
No,
Russians.
the French
No, the French
aren't the
aren't
same as
the
the
same
Russians.
as Russians.
They are different from
They're different from
the Russians.
the Russians.
Very good. Are your eyes the same color as my eyes? Are your eyes the same color as my eyes? Yes or no?
Yes,
My
yes, my
eyes
eyes
are the
are the
same
same
color
color
as
as
your.
your eyes.
Very good. Do the people in Germany speak the same language as the people in Japan? Do the people in Germany speak the same language as the people in Japan? No,
No,
the people in
the
Germany
people in
don't
German
speak the same
don't
language
speak the same
as
language
the people
as
in Japan.
the people in
They
Japan.
speak a different language,
They speak
a
a different
different language
language
from the people in Japan.
from the people in Japan.
Very good. Which is it right to say? People are or people is? Which is it right to
It,
say? People are or people is? It's right to
it is
say.
right to say people are.
Very good. Okay, next. What do the words anybody and somebody mean in Japanese? What do the words anybody and somebody mean in Japanese? The
The
words
word
anybody
anybody and
and
anybody.
somebody
Anybody and somebody
means
is means
誰か
誰かの in
in
Japanese.
Japanese. Very good. What's the difference between anybody and somebody? What's the difference between anybody and somebody? The difference
The
between
difference
anybody
between
and
anybody and
somebody is
somebody
that we
is
use
we
anybody
use
in
anybody
questions and
in
negative
questions and
sentences,
negative sentences,
whereas we use
whereas we
somebody
use
in positive
somebody
sentences.
in positive sentence.
Very good. Is there anybody in this room? Is there anybody in this room? Yes,
Yes,
there's.
somebody in this room.
Very good. Okay, is there anybody speaking to you? Is there anybody speaking to you? Yes,
Yes,
there's
there are somebody
speaking to me.
speaking to me.
Very good. Is there anybody sitting there on that chair? Is there anybody sitting there on that chair? Yes,
Yes,
there's
there are somebody sitting
sitting.
on the chair.
Very good. Okay. Is there anybody sitting on the floor? Is there anybody sitting on the floor? No,
No,
there
there
isn't
isn't anybody
sitting on the
sitting on the
floor.
floor.
Is there anybody in this room wearing a hat? Is there anybody in this room wearing a hat? No,
No, there
there.
isn't anybody wearing a hat
But in that room wearing a hat.
in the room. In that room wearing a hat.
Very good. Is there anybody in the corridor? Is there anybody in the corridor? No, there
No, there
isn't.
isn't a corridor.
There isn't anybody
There isn't anybody
in the corridor.
in the corridor.
Very good. Who's speaking English in this room? Who's speaking English in this room? We're speaking
We are
English
speaking
in this
English
room.
in this room.
Who's speaking French in this room? Who's speaking French in this room? Nobody's
No,
speaking
nobody is
French in this
speaking
room.
French in this room.
Who's wearing clothes in this room? Who's wearing clothes in this room? We're
We are,
wearing
we
clothes
are wearing clothes
in this room.
in this room.
Well, who's wearing a hat in this room? Who's wearing a hat in this room? Nobody's
Nobody is
wearing a
wearing a
hat.
hat in this room.
Wait, who's giving you an English lesson? Who's giving you an English lesson? You're giving
You are
me
giving
an
me
English
an
lesson.
English lesson.
Who's in the corridor? Who's in the corridor? Nobody's
Nobody is
in the corridor.
in the corridor.
Very good again. That's the end of our revision. Let's have new work. Okay, so let's start new work. Okay, repeat. Walk.
Walk.
Very good. Okay, listen. For example, oh, I can stand. So here we go. I'm walking. I'm walking to the window. Okay, so let's practice. What am
Okay.
I doing? What am I doing? You're walking.
You are walking.
Very good. Where am I walking to? Where am I walking to? You're
You are
walking to
walking
the
to the
window.
window.
Do you like walking? Do you like walking? Yes or no?
Yes, I walking.
Yes, I like
Yes,
walking.
I like walking.
Very good. Next, does she like walking? Does she like walking? Yes or no?
Yes,
She
yes, she
likes.
likes walking.
Very good. Okay, next repeat. Mr. Brown.
Mr. Brown's.
Yeah, with the S apostrophe S, so ownership. Mr. Brown's. Okay, listen. We can say this is the suit of Mr. Brown. This is the suit of Mr. Brown, or this is Mr. Brown's suit. Okay, this is the suit of Mr. Brown, or Mr. Brown's suit. Okay, we commonly use in English Mr. Brown's suit than the suit of Mr. Brown. Okay, let's practice. Is this Mr. Brown's dress? Is this Mr. Brown's dress? No, it
No,
isn't
it isn't
Mr.
Mr.
Brown's
Brown's
dress.
dress.
It's
It's
Mrs.
Mrs. Brown's dress.
Megan, is this Jack Brown's shirt? Is this Jack Brown's shirt? Yes, it's Jack Brown's shirt.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
Brown's shoes.
shirt.
Shirts.
Very good. Okay, but also that's his shoes. Is this Mr. Smith's ear? Is this Mr. Smith's ear? No, it
No,
isn't
it isn't
Mr.
Mr.
Smith's
Smith's
ear.
ear.
It's Mr.
It's Mr.
Brown's
Brown's ear.
ear. Very good. Okay, next. Is this Hero's book? Is this Hero's book? No, it
No, it
isn't
isn't
Hero's book.
Hiro's book.
It's
It's
Ariel's book.
yours.
Very good. Okay, next repeat. Stand up. Okay, repeat.
Stand
Oh
up.
no, you don't stand up. Okay, so stand up.
Stand up. Stand up.
Sit down.
Down.
Up, down.
Up. Down.
Very good. Okay, listening. Okay, listen. For example, I'm standing up. I'm sitting down. My right hand's moving up and down. Okay, so let's practice. What's my right hand doing? What's my right hand doing? Your right
Your
hand's
right
moving
hands
up
are
and down.
uh
Up.
moving up and down.
Very good. Okay, next. What am I doing? What am I doing? You're standing up.
You are standing up.
What am I doing? What am I doing? You're
You are sitting down.
very good. Do you sit down after the lesson? Do you sit down after the lesson? No,
No,
I
I
don't
don't
sit down
sit down.
after the
I
lesson.
stand up after the lesson.
Very good. Okay, next. Repeat. Cannot.
Cannot.
And then construction. Can.
Can't.
Very good. Okay, listen. The negative of the word can is cannot. The contraction of cannot is can't. For example, I speak English. I can't speak Chinese. I can't touch the ceiling. I can't put this I can't put this table or book into my pocket. Okay, let's practice. What's the negative of can? What's the negative of can? The negative
The
of
negative
can
of can
is cannot.
is cannot.
What's the contraction of cannot? What's the contraction of cannot? The
The can
contraction
contrast
of cannot
contraction cannot
is can't.
can't.
Very good. Can you speak Chinese? Can you speak Chinese? Yes or no?
Yes.
I can speak
No, I can't speak
Chinese.
Chinese.
Can you put this book into your pocket? Can you put this book into your pocket? Yes or no?
No, I can't put.
That
No,
book
I can put the book into
into
my
my
pocket.
pocket. Very good. Can you touch the ceiling? Can you touch the ceiling? Yes or no?
No, I can't. No, I can't touch the ceiling.
Very good. Okay, next repeat. Quarter.
Water.
Very good. Okay, here we go. Listen, 1 is a quarter of 4.
Mm,
10 is a quarter of 40. Okay, so
okay.
quarter, like 1 for like 4. 1 is a quarter of 4. Okay, let's practice. How much is a quarter of 40? How much is a quarter of 40? 10 is a
10
quarter
is
of
a quarter
40.
of 40.
How much is a quarter of 1,000? How much is a quarter of 1,000? 250
250
is a
is a
quarter
quarter
of
of 100.
1,000.
Of 1,000.
Very good. What's a quarter of 10? What's a quarter of 10? Two and a half.
One,
Two and a half
two and a half
is a quarter of 10.
is a quarter of 10.
Very good. What's a quarter of 5? What's a quarter of 5? One and a
One
quarter
and a quarter
is a quarter
is
of 5.
is a quarter of 5.
Very good. Okay, next repeat. Teach,
Teach,
learn,
on,
learn.
learn,
Spanish.
Spanish.
Very good. Okay, listen. Teach and learn are both verbs. Spanish is a noun. For example, I'm teaching you English and you're learning English from me. You
Hmm.
don't learn Spanish, you learn English. Another example is I like learning a language. Let's practice. Are you teaching me English? Are you teaching me English? No,
No,
I'm
I'm
not
not teaching you
English.
speak English.
I am learning
I'm
English
learning.
from
I'm
you.
learning English from you.
Very good. Do you learn Spanish? Do you learn Spanish? No,
No, I
I don't.
don't learn
Spanish.
Spanish.
I learn.
I learn English.
Do you like learning a language? Do you like learning a language? Yes or no?
Yes, I like
Learning
learning
a language.
language.
Very good. Does she like learning a language? Does she like learning a language? Yes,
Yes, she
she
likes
likes learning a
language.
language.
Learning language.
Very good. Okay, next. Repeat. Easy,
Easy,
difficult,
difficult,
grammar.
grammar.
Very good. Okay, listen. Easy, the words easy and difficult are adjectives. For example, Chinese isn't an easy language to learn. It's difficult to learn. It isn't difficult for me to speak my native language. It's easy. The word grammar is a noun. For example, English grammar isn't difficult. It's easy. Let's practice. Is English grammar difficult? Is English grammar difficult? No. English grammar
No, English
isn't
grammar
difficult. It's
isn't
easy.
difficult. It's easy.
Is Chinese an easy language to learn? Is Chinese an easy language to learn? No.
No,
Chinese isn't
Chinese
an
isn't
easy
easy
language to learn.
language to learn.
It's a difficult language to
It's
learn.
difficult language to learn.
Is it difficult for you to speak your language? Is it difficult for you to speak your language? No, it
No,
isn't
it
difficult
isn't difficult to
for
for
me
me
to speak my language.
to speak my
My language.
language.
It's easy.
It's easy.
Is it generally easy for people to write with their left hand? Is it generally easy for people to write with their left hand? No, it
No,
isn't
it isn't
generally easy
generally easy
for people
to
to write for
for
people to
people to
write
write
with their left hand.
with their left
It's
hands.
difficult.
It's difficult.
Very good. Next, repeat.
How?
What? One more. Hang.
Hang.
Map.
Map.
Very good. Okay, listen. The word hang is a verb. For example, my pen's hanging between my finger and my thumb. Another example is there's a light hanging from the ceiling. Map is a noun. For example, there's a map hanging on that wall. The map of the
Hmm,
world. Let's practice. What's
okay.
my pen doing? What's my pen doing? Your pen's hanging
Your hands hanging
between your finger
between your
and
finger
your thumb.
and your thumb.
Very good. Is there a light hanging from the ceiling? Is there a light hanging from the ceiling? Yes or no?
Yes. Yes, there is.
A
There is a
light
light hanging on the wall
hanging from the
from the ceiling.
very not from the door. Okay, very good. Okay, next. Is there a map hanging on that wall? Is there a map hanging on that wall? Yes or no?
Yes, yes, there is a map
Construction.
hanging.
Yes, there's a map
Yes, there's a map
hanging on that.
hanging on that wall.
Very good. Okay, next, last one. Repeat. By
Fine.
car,
Car,
bus,
bus,
train,
train,
school.
school.
Very good. Okay, listen. The word by is a preposition, while the word car, bus, train, and school are all noun. For example, I walk home after the lesson. I don't go by car, by bus, or by train. I prefer to go by car. I come to school by bus. Another example, third person. She comes to school by train. Okay,
Mhm.
let's practice. Okay, just choose one, okay? Do you go home
Okay.
after the lesson by car, by bus, by train, or do you walk home? Do you go home after the lesson by car, by bus, by train, or do you walk home? Let's use this.
I
I walk home
go home after
after
the
the lesson.
lesson
I don't go.
by train.
I don't go.
I
One more.
don't go.
One more. I walk home after the
I
lesson.
walk home. I
Af-
walk home after
After
the
the
lesson.
lesson. I don't go by car,
I don't go by
by
car,
bus, or by train.
by bus, or by train.
Greg, which do you prefer, to walk or to go by car? Which do you prefer, to walk or to go by car? I prefer to.
I prefer to by walk
I prefer to walk
to walk
than to go by car.
than to go by car.
Very good. Do you come to school by train or by bus? Do you come to school by train or by bus? I come to school by.
I come to school by train.
Very good. Does she come to school by train or by bus? Does she come to school by train or by bus? She comes to
She
school
come to school
by.
by bus.
Very good. Okay, so now let's move on to reading.
Okay.
Very good. So our reading is at stage one, page 24. Last headword was there is not, there isn't. Okay, start with headword there are not, there aren't. Stage one, page 24.
24.
Okay, start with there are not, there aren't.
24.
Mhm.
Ah, there is not, there isn't.
The next one, there are not.